Welcome everybody again. We'll see, is this mic on? Yeah, this is working. Well, wanted to talk for just a couple minutes about the history of the two countries we're celebrating today. You guys might know a lot of this stuff, and if you want more details about some of it, there are a lot of wonderful posters in the lobby, and a lot of people here who know a lot about each of these countries. So, you probably know America's been around as an independent country for a little over 230 years. Pakistan a little bit less than that, about just over 65 years. And before either country was independent, they were ruled at one point by the British Empire. But we'll take just a look a little bit farther back than that even first. Back to a time when there weren't any Europeans in North America, and a lot of different small tribes of indigenous people ruled. But then the Europeans started coming over and started colonizing, started bringing new technology, and then by about 1750, the country was, well, the landmass was ruled by the United Kingdom, France, and Spain. They all had major claims to what is now the United States of America. Then later on in the 1700s, the British Empire had ruled most of the eastern seaboard of the United States. And after a while, that sort of grew, and the colonies wanted to be a little bit more independent, so there was a rebellion, and in 1776 the American Revolution took place, and it resulted in the creation of the United States of America. Meanwhile, Pakistan, as Wasim Bhai said, has a much longer history even. Over 4,000 years ago, the Indus Valley civilization in Mohenjo-daro was one of the most advanced societies of the time. They even had running water and advanced drainage and irrigation systems. But a major change came to the subcontinent region in the early 1700s when the British East India Company sent a lot of merchants over for spices and a lot of other things, and sort of took over most of it. Okay, there's some more pictures. I can see the glare. Sorry about that. In 1858, there was another change as the British Crown took control and relegated the merchants to other duties. And this British Raj, as it was known, lasted into the 1900s when the toll of World War II was great for the British, and the Indian National Congress and the Muslim League struggled for independence. And then in 1947, the British split apart India, and the Islamic Republic of Pakistan was formed. Now, over in America, after the British left, the country spread westward in an amazing way, and an influx of people from all over the world created a society unlike any other before it. Immigrants from around the world settled down to make their own way of life, resulting in a rich and complex melting pot of cultures. The promise of a free country brought many people to America, where they were free to practice whatever religion they wanted, where they could work at whatever job they wanted, and where they could create the life they wanted for themselves and their children and their grandchildren. The US today is one of the world's largest countries, and for better or worse, the world's most dominant superpower. Meanwhile, back in the subcontinent, after the British partitioned what used to be India and created what is now Pakistan, India, and Bangladesh, Pakistan has carved out a space for itself on the world stage. And today, Pakistan is the 6th largest country in the world, housing around 190 million people in a space a little bit more than twice the size of California. So Pakistan, you can see some pictures. I'll get to more of the pictures here in a second. Out in the lobby, there are a lot of posters about the different provinces of Pakistan. There are 4 unique provinces and lots of other territories, and the provinces stretch from the Arabian Sea in the south all the way to some of the highest mountains in the world to the north. And Pakistan is home to a richly diverse mix of people. The majority of the population is Muslim, but there are many different people groups within Pakistan, all with their own languages and cultures and religions. There are a couple posters out in the lobby I would urge you to look at more closely that sort of go into a little bit more of the diverse mix of Pakistanis. There are 2 official languages in Pakistan, Urdu and English, but many millions of people speak Punjabi, Saraiki Pashto, Sindhi, Hindko, and Baluchi. My life has been split almost in half between Pakistan and America, and while there are frustrating things about each country, have you seen political ads recently, for one thing? I don't want to go into those right now. But there are things that I love about each country. And I just wanted to mention a few of them here for a final couple seconds. I think I got louder suddenly, didn't I? One thing I love about America is that you can get cheeseburgers and pizzas at every corner. But in Pakistan, you can get handi, which I also love. And handi isn't the only colorful thing in Pakistan. As you can tell from a lot of the dresses here tonight and a lot of what we'll see in the fashion show later, there is a lot of color in Pakistan, and it's pretty amazing. In America, one of the things I like, even though I might have to drive through some construction on US 31, I don't have to worry about hitting camels or donkeys or bicycles or anything else. But in Pakistan, sometimes the most comfortable ride is on the top of everyone else's luggage. And where else can you move all of your furniture just with a vehicle having an 800cc engine, only as big as some American motorcycles? Did I mention I like Pakistani food? I might have said that before. And whether it's the smallest mosque on a road near Bagnotur, just outside of Abbottabad, or a small chapel in the foothills of the mountains, or an aloo paratha served with steaming chai, there's a great deal to love about Pakistan. Another thing I love about America is that I can stick my head under the water faucet and I can drink to my stomach's content and I don't have to worry about getting sick. And as I mentioned before, in America, what other country has such a broad and diverse group of immigrants who have come together to build a nation unlike any other before it? Pakistan too has a great deal to offer though, from beautiful scenes of harvest time, to amazing flora and fauna, and Bijli, electricity that works in mysterious ways or sometimes doesn't work at all. And whether it's a beautiful sunset or flowers near a mosque, one of my favorite things about Pakistan remains the mountains, the amazing mountains. I don't know how well you can see it, but this is a shot of Nanga Parbat, the world's 9th largest mountain, taken from about 100 miles away to the southwest near Natia Gully. And there's another poster about the mountains of Pakistan out in the lobby. I would urge you to check it out. But what truly makes Pakistan great, and what truly makes America great, and you guys are the answer. The people of each country, their kindness, their hospitality, their hard-working dedication, the people of Pakistan, the people of America, and you guys here that are joining those two together are what truly make each of the countries great. And the rest of today's cultural program, you'll have the chance to be exposed to just a little bit of the richness and diversity of Pakistani culture through the songs and dances prepared just for you.